Good morning and welcome to Rick's Retirement Journey. It is the 26th of September at approximately 10:29 a.m. Sitting out here in the parking lot before I get into my part-time gig here at Books A Million in Fredericksburg, Virginia. And first thing I wanted to say happy birthday to my grandson. He turns 18 today. So yeah, we saw him yesterday. Pretty great kid. Love the heck out of him and his brother and his sister. But today's his birthday. So, but hey, you know what time it is? It is time to talk about this list again. Turn off the television, 101 substitute activities to do instead of watching television. So, all right, here we go. Oh, by the way, this is part 10. This is going to be the last part from this list. My intention is to go back and review the entire list and to make my own personal top 10 and go from there. So if you've missed parts 1 through 9, I highly recommend going back there. And I think there's some pretty interesting things that you can do instead of watching television. So, all right, here we go. Number 91. Play a game of Simon Says. Play a game of Simon Says. Simon Says, do the dishes. Simon Says, sweep the floor. Simon Says, do the laundry. Simon Says, take out the trash and recycles. Feed the dog. Oops, the dog ain't getting fed today. But yeah, play a game at Simon Says. Play it with your grandchildren. Especially if they're smaller. I think they would really enjoy that a whole heck of a lot. It makes them help them to pay attention a little bit more. So next one, 92. It's basically what we're doing right now. We're having a conversation. Have a conversation with somebody. I basically have a conversation almost every day with my wife or a friend who may be in some far off distant state or, in a chat room or whatever the case may be. But have a conversation. Cup of coffee, cup of tea, your favorite beverage. But yeah, sit down and just talk. Turn off the television. Turn off your phone. All right. Play checkers. Hey, if you like to play checkers, play checkers is cool. I think someplace on this list it said play chess. So checkers and chess, they're kind of together. But play some checkers. I know my grandkids love to play checkers. They love, my one grandson loves to play chess. And I think I may have mentioned that before. Learn to knit. One thing I have never done, I have never learned to knit. I know my wife used to do it a long, long time ago. And I'm quite sure she has some knitting supplies in one of our closets someplace. So I might have to say, hey, sweetheart, will you teach me how to knit? And maybe it's something that we could do together. Next on the list, visit the countryside. We live in a subdivision, but outside that subdivision is more stuff. But the farther that we travel away from our subdivision in our town, there's more and more countryside. I know that Steve's Retirement Corner, he lives in an area south of here, and I can hear a little bit of the traffic, but in basically generally that area that he lives in is somewhat countryside. But if you go a little bit farther out here in Virginia, there's a lot of countryside, especially like here between here and Charlottesville, Virginia, or heading towards the Appalachian Mountains, heading towards West Virginia, places like that, or southwestern Virginia. A lot of countryside, a lot of beautiful countryside. So yeah, take a drive on a Sunday afternoon and pack a picnic basket and just go for it. Play broomball. No, I don't play broomball. I play broomball with trash on the floor. Kind of sweep it up. Is that the same thing as broomball? I'm not really sure. Learn some new riddles or jokes. I think I told a few of those a few episodes back. Like somebody stole my coffee cup, so I'm going to go down to the police station and check out mugshots. Yeah, you remember that one. Yeah, so learn some new riddles and jokes. Yeah, I'm trying to break away from dad jokes, or should I say granddad jokes. But yeah, learn some new jokes or riddles. Hey, let's go dancing. My wife likes to go dancing, but there's not a lot of places around here where, they play 70s music, disco type stuff, or really slow dancing music. I'm going to have to investigate that some more, because I know she likes to go dancing. And also, it's good exercise. And if you dance real fast, it's great cardio. Climb a tree. No. I'm 68 years old. I'm not going to climb a tree. I will get a ladder. I will lean it against the tree. I will break out my saw, the manual one, and saw down whatever branches need to be coming down. But I'm not going to be climbing no tree. I climbed a tree when I was a kid one time. We used to have this huge willow tree in our yard. And, it was always the thing to see how far up could we climb in this tree. Well, one day I climbed pretty far. And as I was coming back down, I missed a step. And I fell. And I landed on my back. And it knocked the air out of me. And then I laughed my butt off. Because I said, man, I should not be climbing this tree. But I think I may have been 16, 17. So it's not as bad, It's not as bad when you're that young and you fall out of a tree versus if you're 68 years old and you fall out of a tree. You could hurt something. You could break something. You don't want to do that. This is one of my favorites, and it's the opposite of what I said just the other day. Watch a sunset. My wife and I, we've traveled to the Caribbean a few times, and we've been very, very fortunate to be at different resorts where you can actually watch the sun go down. And it has got to be such a peaceful feeling, just like when the sun comes up. And, just like the Beatles song, Here Comes the Sun, as it's going up. I can't think of a good song. If you could think of a good song about sunsets, hey, toss it in the comments real quick. And just let me know. And, hey, we reached number 101. Well, let me go back a little bit. Watch a sunset. Favorite beverage. Favorite person. Favorite music. Wherever. Just watch a sunset. It can be so calming, so peaceful as the day is slowly coming to an end. Yeah, watch a sunset. Last one, number 101. Yeah, wow. 101 substitute activities. This is 101. Have a big party to celebrate a TV-free week. Yeah. I have a big party with a bowl of popcorn and, sitting on my deck, watching a sunset, and then maybe afterwards I'll dance while I'm learning some new riddles and jokes. And maybe I'll even take that bowl of popcorn and watch a sunset while I'm driving into the countryside and having a conversation and playing Simple Simon or Simon Says. Simple Simon? Simon Says while you're driving along. So there you have it. Part 10. Turn off the television, 101 substitute activities. Easy stuff. I like this. I like this kind of stuff just to see what's out there. But of course, I will be going back through this list. Again, there's 101 of them. And I already know some of them that I'm going to be scratching off this list. Like, go ice skating or roller skating? No, I don't think so. And maybe, let me see, jump rope. Jump rope might be a good exercise to do. Let me scroll down the list a little bit more. Let me see. Go bowling? Love to go bowling. But then I'm just going to have to go through the list. Again, there's 101 items. And what I want to do is go in there and, pick up my top 10. If you've watched the videos in the past and you have your own top 10 that you'd like to, let everybody know about, by all means, go ahead and just toss it out there in the comments. There has to be no rhyme, no reason as to why you want to do it. But if you have a top 10, heck, even if you have a top 5 or if you have a top 1, just go ahead and toss it out there in the comments. Other than that, I'm here at Books A Million, Fredericksburg, Virginia. I'm just waiting biding my time to go in. Not that I don't want to go in right now, but I've got a few more minutes, and I just thought I'd kind of pass on this video real quick. It's been a great week. It's been a good week. Steve's Corner, Steve's Retirement Corner, Buzz, Retired with Purpose, Retirement is Underrated, plus all the others that I watch out there, including Wander with Sam. I forgot that one lady, but something hikes. She's out there, I think, on the Pacific Coast Trail now. And just odds and ends. I hope you had a great week. I really do. Overall, life is good. Life is going great. My tomatoes are coming in. I mean, I've got tomatoes, and what I'm afraid of is that they're all going to get ripe at the same time. Excuse me. They're all going to get ripe at the same time because they're all green, and they're all slowly continuing to get more and more plump as we go along. One thing that's been happening is that my wife has been able to pick peppers off her pepper plants. I think they're padrones, if I'm not mistaken. And she picked like 30 of them, 35 of them last night. And we kind of fried them up in a pan with some onions, a little bit of garlic salt, a little bit of oil, and, next to a side dish. And she actually made some grilled pork chops last night. And great meal. The peppers were delicious. Oh, she mixed in some mushrooms too. Sorry, I don't mean to make you hungry, but that's just the way it goes. But once again, it's Friday, September 26th, and I'm looking forward to jumping in there and seeing some of my teammates and helping out the great people that come into Books A Million to find what they're looking for. It's I may have mentioned this before, I'm not sure, but it's not really about selling the books, but obviously it's about selling the books. Oops, sorry about that. My phone fell. Like I said in the previous video, oops, sorry about that. The phone fell, and I wasn't able to complete that because I didn't know exactly where I was until I had an opportunity to go ahead and listen to the whole thing and just to kind of wrap up from there. But I did mention about the Books A Million customers that come in, and it's more than just trying to sell them stuff, but it's engaging with them, finding out more about them, finding out what their interests are and things like that. And I'm home now. Overall, it was a great day. I had some special projects that myself and my teammates had to work on, which we accomplished post haste, and met some really great people. But yeah, home now. Just gonna relax. I'm gonna change out of my stuff, attire, and just relax for the rest of the evening. As my friend Sam would say, hope you had a good day, because I had a great day. A little bit of traffic coming on the way home, but that was really about it. So, excuse me. If you liked the video, please like, comment, share, subscribe. Toss in some comments. And, if you have a chance, tomorrow's Saturday, the 27th of September. No major plans. I may go back down to the town center or the mall, and there's supposed to be some type of science thing going on inside there. And I think one of my former co-workers might be doing something. I think it's called Mad Scientist or something like that. So I may swing by and see if she's doing that. And if not, yeah, I'll just, come back home and just carry on with the plan of the day. If the weather's nice tomorrow, I will go ahead and get we'll go ahead and cut the backyard and edge it. Shouldn't take very long. I think I got to charge my batteries. Not my batteries, the batteries to run the lawnmower and the weed eater. I don't think I did it last time. I did have the front yard and side yards cut this evening, and it looks darn good. We're supposed to be getting the aeration and the seeding done next week. So, but that's it for today, and I'm going to say goodnight for now, And until next time, Rick out. Take care. Bye.